Let go. Bass always coming with the heat. Let's go, let's go. Bass on snuffer with the beats. Let's go, let's go. Ah. Oh, shake some, shake some, shake some, shake some, shake some. Oh, shake some.
Now baby throw that ass back, just like a flashback. Hey shawty thick as fuck, I'm about to smash that. She moving fast, fast, she shaking ass. I'm trying to see if she can do that on a mattress. Now baby throw that ass back, just like a flashback. Hey shawty thick as fuck, I'm about to smash that. She moving fast, fast, she shaking ass. I'm trying to see if she can do that on a mattress. I'm a nasty ass nigga and I'm shameless. Chains and whips, 50 shades of gray shit. Before I give you this dick, I'm finna lick on your clit and have your toes throwing crip or blood gang shit. When I pull out that 9, you're catching rounds. If you're gonna ride the dick, place both feet on the ground. Let your city girl out and get ratchet on it. We way too grown for these games, I need some action on it. Role playing turned into a soul slaying. Eyes rolling back, screaming like she going super saiyan. I be digging in that pussy like a gold mine. She got my back looking like I'm back in slave time. Her jaw open, I'm jumping around with the hang time. Bust that pussy open, ask her who's it is, she say mine. Pussy talking to me, but it drooling when it say something. I be going too dumb and she be going too calm. Now baby throw that ass back, just like a flashback. Hey shawty thick as fuck, I'm about to smash that. She moving fast, fast, she shaking ass. I'm trying to see if she can do that on a mattress. Now baby throw that ass back, just like a flashback. Hey shawty thick as fuck, I'm about to smash that. She moving fast, fast, she shaking ass. I'm trying to see if she could do that on a mattress.
Shorty throw it back like a flashback. She just fell in my lap. Might as well make it clap. 22 panoramic views, no cap. Coastline on the west if you looking at the map. Fucking with some niggas in this caliber, you tryna do it big. Shorty got that silencer, she said she do not miss. Told her I'm a challenger, see what she working with. And I ain't tripping off a handicap, cause Shorty bringing sis. Ooh, yeah, she nasty. Off the conversation, she'll come off real classy. Baby, I'm a dog, so I eat, don't ask me. We could do the condo or we could do the backseat. Legs in the air like a hurdle, no track meet. Pleasure unbelievable, something like world peace. Fly you out the country, having sex in the piss suite. Smoking on the backwood, we ain't doing no
throw that ass back, just like a flashback. Hey shawty thick as fuck, I'm about to smash that. She moving fast, fast, she shaking ass. I'm trying to see if she can do that on a mattress. Now baby throw that ass back, just like a flashback. Hey shawty thick as fuck, I'm about to smash that. She moving fast, fast, she shaking ass. I'm trying to see if she can do that on a mattress.
I'm a nasty ass nigga and I'm shameless.
Nasty ass nigga and I'm shameless. I'm a nasty ass nigga and I'm shameless.
All right, y'all. I'm back again. We are on episode number 86 of Let's Get Activated podcast. You got me, your girl, Samantha Lavelle, and we have NOIR in the building. How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. It's good to be here.
No, it's my pleasure. Now we were just playing, Flashback. I know that's on the upcoming album that you have, working up. Do you want to kind of go over the premise of the song and then the upcoming project?
Sure, yeah. So the song is really just about having fun and just like letting loose, This album that I'm working on is called The Turn Up, and it's just gonna be all songs for the function, for the cookout, for the club, songs for people just to kind of let loose. People got enough problems. I know we still got COVID going on. Everybody's got issues with their life. I just wanted to make an album that people could let loose. You ain't gotta worry about saying the wrong thing. Like, people would just be fun, be themselves. It's just raw and real. And some people, it might not be for them, but I feel like there's enough people that they're gonna be able to just let loose and not take it too seriously, which is not intended to be. It's just meant to be fun and lighthearted. So that's really what the premise of the song is about. But yeah, that's it.
Hey, and are you planning like a visual for it too?
Of course, yeah. We're working on a music video right now. Me and my boy Sir Isaac. Shout out to Sir Isaac. We're working on a music video right now. Just working on the casting element. So, hey, if you are a dancer or you're somebody who is interested, I really need females right now for this music video. If you're in the LA area and you want to be in a music video, please connect with me. My IG should be posted, and you should be able to connect. I'm looking for talent, and be good for your portfolio. It's going to be a professional music video. So, yeah, that's what we're working on right now.
Hey, that's going to be dope. But, we got to get into your story of how you started out. I mean, I know you also are a trumpet player. I think you've been playing that since you were like 8 years old. So you've kind of been doing music for quite a while. So, how did you find that love of music?
Man, it's crazy. I'll never forget. I was at my grandma's house and I was watching TV, and I remember just seeing some commercial where there was an orchestra, and like something inside me just saw like all these people playing those instruments, and something just said, I want to play those instruments. Like I just wanted to be in that band. Like I just wanted to play. That's kind of when I knew. And then when I was in elementary school, they brought out the instruments and they were kind of advertising band, and like I immediately just signed up. Like I was the first person, and
Mhm.
from there, ever since then, it's just been a wrap. Like I've been hooked on music, and so I've been doing it now for like what 22 years, yeah, going on 23 years now.
Wow. And when did you incorporate, the lyricism and hip hop into it?
When I was about 15, that's when I started rapping. I started going out to parties with my homies, and like we would freestyle, and I just started kicking stuff, and then people was like, "What?" And then I was like, "Oh snap! I'm actually good at this. Like I got talent." And that's when I started rapping, and then it was until I was like 17 that I really started taking it serious, and I started writing all the time because I would ride the bus to go to school because I was going to school for music back then. So I
Hmm.
had like 2 hours on the bus to get to school. So I would just take my pad and I would just write rhymes, and then at lunch I would write rhymes and between practicing my trumpet. And yeah, that's how I got started with that.
Wow. That's crazy. 2 hour bus ride,
Yeah,
man.
you gotta do what you gotta do. Like my dad always told me, no excuses. It's just a little bit extra effort that separates you from getting to where you want to go. So you make it happen.
Definitely. So it seems like, definitely your parents were definitely encouraging of the music. And so that's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah. My dad always encouraged me to do whatever I wanted to do, and I'm blessed and grateful for that because I know a lot of people don't get that kind of positive reaffirmation, especially, um, you know, sad as it is to say, within our own community. Um, but I'm blessed to say that I had a great black father that supported me to follow my dreams and be whatever I want to be. He's told me the sky was the limit, and I never doubted that. So that's why I'm here today.
Hey, that's a wonderful thing. And, of course, having that parent inspiration is great. And I'm sure growing up, you probably were inspired, I'm sure, by a lot of musical acts as well.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Louis Armstrong was probably my biggest inspiration as a kid. All I ever wanted to do was sound like Louis, and
Mhm.
his philosophy on um, I'm sorry about that. Somebody tried to call me right now. I
That,
apologize.
that's all right. They're excited. They just want to get activated with you. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But kind of recap what I was saying. Louis Armstrong has really been one of my biggest inspirations since I was a kid. Um, you know, I, I always admired his philosophy on music and life because he always said if you could tap your foot to it, it's good music. So I always carried that moving forward, especially when um, me growing up in band. There's a lot of people who, well, yeah, even in band, just people in general, like you got people who say, "Oh, this music's bad," so and so is blah blah blah. And I feel like Louis had a real pulse on like just the essence of what music is supposed to be, which is something to be enjoyed in expression. And it's supposed to take your worries and your cares away. It's supposed to be a way for people to just kind of release. So Louis Armstrong, Miles Davis was more of the bad boy side, that edge.
Yeah.
Man, I got so many. Kendrick Lamar, Kanye West. I'll be here all day. I'll be here all day. Yeah.
um, well, I can imagine, Kendrick is, being from Cali where you're at as well. So I can definitely see that influence for sure.
Yeah, no, I've been a Kendrick Lamar fan since before most people knew who he was, and all my friends know me as like the first Kendrick Lamar fan. I ain't gonna lie. I've been listening to his mixtapes, and shoot, if he ever sees this, hey, bro, big fan, major influence on me. Nothing but love and respect. Wish you nothing but the best, and thank you for doing what you do. But yeah, man, since he was K Dot, man, I put my friends on the Kendrick Lamar back in the day. So I remember staying up till midnight waiting for that overly dedicated album to drop. So yeah, I mean, I'm just music to me just means so much, and yeah, that's really it.
Yeah, it's very therapeutic. And then we also got to get into your name. I think your name is dope, Ace Noir. So how did you come up with that name?
Over the course of like a week, locking myself in a room and like making myself come. I was trying to think of something that was sleek, smooth, and elegant, and yet at the same time had an edge and was hard and like kind of captured the essence of who I am and the parts of me that I really want to communicate to the world. I was going for like more like a Black James Bond, like that
Hmm.
smooth, something smooth and yet sharp. And I also didn't want to have a name that anybody else had, so whenever I had a name, I would go on Apple Music and Spotify and look to see if anybody had that name on the DSP. And then finally, the name Ace Noir came to me, and I checked, and nobody had it. So I was like, "Bet I gotta lock that in right now." So, yeah, just tons and tons and tons and tons of rough drafts of ideas, and just going through things until something finally stuck that nobody else had. Because I swear, every good idea that I had, everybody else had already thought of, except for this one.
Man, so it was meant for you. And like everyone who in the beginning, we had the logo showing, as flashback was playing. That's a dope logo. Like describe the creation of that.
Oh yeah, thank you. That's actually my boy Justin. Shout out to Justin, J Cott Studios. That's been my brother ever since I was in junior high. We played football together, and he does graphic design, designs logos, does all kinds of things. He actually designed my whole merch line. So I've got shirts with that logo, I've got pins and hats. So I pretty much told him what I wanted to communicate, and we went through a couple drafts, and that's what we came up with. So yeah, he designed that for me.
Wow, yeah, that's really dope. A nice, clean, design that you can really utilize for a lot of different things.
Yeah, definitely. I wanted it to be something that anybody could rock. Whether you white, black, Mexican. You like hip hop, you like country. Even if you're not really into rap, I wanted the shirt and the logo to have a presentation that people would be proud to wear. Like it's something that this like looks like um, a professional designer designed it, but she is a professional designer. But I just I try to take that attention to detail and that care into every nuance and little fiat of my craft. From the imagery and the logo to the music and the engineering and the lyrics. Like I think that if I can do that, that gives you the best chance for success. And it's just who I am. That's just what I'm about.
Got you. And aside from the artistry, you're also a venue curator in Cali.
I am. I am. I'm partnered with two other gentlemen. Like I said before, Sir Isaac. Shout out to him again. Partnered with another cat named Antonio. Shout out to AEL Visual Communications. We are all partnered together, and we have a collaboration called AIA, and we host venues and shows out in the LA area. So if you're an independent artist, tap in with me. We host shows all the time. We're always looking for talent. Give you a platform to showcase your talents, and we can build and grow together.
Yeah, and we kind of were talking, behind the scenes, but I've kind of seen it too on the social media. You've kind of worked with some artists that I, know as well, like Sandra, and DJ Ice Mike. So that's pretty dope.
Yeah, shout out to them, man. They're great people. They're a pleasure to work with, and we actually hosted a show for Sandra about almost like 2 months ago at this point, man. But yeah, the people had fun. Sandra put on a phenomenal show. DJ Ice Mike is exceptionally professional. They're both professional, and they both do what they do at an extremely high level. And it was a pleasure, working with them, and we made it happen. So yeah, shout out to them and nothing but love and respect to them.
That's dope. And that's got to be quite a grind, just kind of getting, all of that, together. So I'm glad you have a team to kind of work with too with that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like if you ever read the book, what is it, Think and Grow Rich, he talks about the mastermind principle, and it's just about creating an ecosystem where you've got experts and people who know what they're doing in so many fields, and you just know how to kind of bring everybody together. So that leadership skill is the most important one because that's what it's all about, and it's it's just all of us coming together with a common goal to prosper and grow. So yeah, the team is the most important thing. It's really about the team success. And, that's how we operate.
Yeah, that's the way to go. And I mean, it's got to be, it's got to be crazy. I know there's blood, sweat, and tears behind it. Like, do you remember the first, venue that you curated, the first event that you put together?
Oh yeah, we're nervous as hell. Like we're nervous as hell because there's so many things that you kind of just learn through experience and just on the fly. But until you like jump out the nest and you try to swim, and you ain't gonna figure that out. So we come a long way. There's been a lot of things that we've learned. Um, Everybody, it's not really an L if you learn from it and you don't repeat it. So we took some lessons along the way, but we bounced back stronger. And yeah, the journey is what it's all about. It's not really even about the destination. It's about you know all about the people you're with and where you're going and how you get there.
Mhm. And do you have some upcoming events like coming up pretty soon?
So right now we are looking to host an event in about a month and a half. However, we have not solidified the date yet, so I don't want to necessarily I don't want to get people too geeked about that. However, I
Right.
will say tap in with me if you follow us on IG, AIA Collaborative, and you follow me on IG at Sir Ace Noir. You can keep updated on anything that comes through the pipeline, and as soon as I get the info and it's confirmed, I'm gonna get it to y'all, and we're gonna rock like that. So yeah, stay tapped in with me. We definitely got some things coming though, for sure. Like it's gonna be lit. Every event, people always have fun, and we guarantee a good show. That's what we put our brand and our namesake on.
And that's very important. And, aside from putting on a good show, like about you. So, what would they expect, like, from a show from you? Like, would you incorporate, like, the trumpet playing, within your show?
So I'm working on some music right now. That I'm working on some music to do that. I know I showcase the trumpet so much, and I keep getting so much
Yeah.
back about it, but I honestly, I just my muse has been elsewhere lately, and as an artist, you got to follow that. Like I've been, because I'm making all. I forgot to say on this upcoming project, I'm doing all the production. Like that song "Flashback," I made that beat. I produced that as well. So
Nice.
uh, it's just where the sound has been calling me as of late. It hasn't required the trumpet, and I'm not a fan of forcing things that don't need to be in there just for the novelty of it. Like I respect each individual creation for what it is and give it its own life. And like people can expect to see trumpet soon. Um, like let me finish this project, and then maybe I might even if there's like a really overwhelming desire and people really want it, man, I'll force myself to like make something with some trumpet. I actually do have one song that does have some trumpet on it, but I got to get the samples cleared. So, um, yeah, they can expect to see some trumpet though. But what they can definitely be guaranteed is a live performance full of energy and lots of lyricism and just a really great vibe. Like I guarantee that you're gonna have a good time. I'm very animated and. The music live is way better than it is recorded, and when it's recorded, it sounds good too. So, yeah, that's what you can
Right.
expect out of me.
Right. Yeah. Being live, it just brings about a whole new energy. So I definitely get that. And is there like inspiration behind, like when you're writing music, does it just come to you instantly, or is it certain situations you might go through, or, what inspires you?
It depends. It honestly depends. It's so random. It's like trying to catch lightning in a bottle or like just chase the wind. Like sometimes, like I've had dreams where like I heard a song and then like I wake up and I'm like, oh snap, like I need to write that down. And then sometimes I'll see something funny, just walking down the
Mhm.
street, and then like I'll be like, wait, hold up, and then like the lyrics just kind of come that way. So, um, it's really more about just being open minded and keeping your mind in a place where you can get inspiration from anything at any time, anywhere. You never know where it's gonna come from, and just being ready to catch it. Like you got to be ready to catch it because the great Quincy Jones had a quote and he said, keep your pen ready because if you don't catch it, the guy down the street will. Like, and it's like that. Somebody else might think of something very similar, if not the same as you, if you don't get it out first. So,
Dang, that's true. That's so very true. And what is your like vision, for this industry? Like, what is it something that you would like to see improvement on?
improvement within the music industry.
Hmm.
I like to see more realness. I feel like I feel like a lot of artists, like, it's a tough place to be because the consumers want one thing, and people try to fit a market, and A&Rs and the record labels, they got agendas, and they think that one thing's gonna sell, this and that, and the creatives kind of suffer because of that. So I think that I would like to see artists be themselves more and stop trying to fit in the niches and stop trying to fit in the molds that aren't themselves. And if you're gonna try to run a mainstream lane, then let more of your genuine self shine through. And that's really what I'm trying to do in my music. Like, I make it a point to like not rap or say anything that I haven't lived, or like I don't do, or something that I wouldn't do. Something
Hmm.
not about that I really wouldn't do. So, um, you know, that's that's what I would like to see more in the music industry, is just more genuineness and more realness, because that gives the art a different flavor, and that to me, that flavor can't be matched. Like that, when music is real, like it's hard to listen to a rapper rap about stuff that he really ain't lived and he doesn't do. It's like, okay,
Right.
it's a dope, but like, you're not about that life, bro. Like, we all know it. Stop capping. So
Right, that's true. And it's almost like it's almost a beauty in being an independent artist because you don't have people controlling you per se. But I've noticed even some independent artists, like you said, some of them are trying to be like everybody else too. So it's a catch-22.
yeah, yeah, and I get it. People try to make a living. Everyone's just trying to make it. I ain't judging nobody. I'm not here to condemn people, but like, I almost want to be like the voice of liberation and say, "Yo, free yourself. Like, you didn't got to do all that. Like, what did you get into music for in the beginning, right? Like, it's hard, and I think as artists, it's easy to lose your path and lose your way and lose yourself in this industry, because it'll swallow your soul if you let it. It's very easy to get consumed in the trends, and lose sight of what it was that made you be infatuated with music from the get-go. And I do my best to really keep in tune with that, and that's why people keep saying, "Oh, you got to be more active on social media and this and that," but like, I have to watch myself so I don't get swallowed up in that, because I'm preaching to the choir a bit, so that's why I just take time to do what I got to do in order to stay rooted and grounded, and focused on what it was that first kept me there, and why I wanted to make music. So, yeah, that's what I would say to artists. And that's what I would want more out of the industry. It's more genuineness, so we get more real art, because that stuff is dope.
Definitely, definitely. I love it when people just be themselves, and I think it's the greatest works when they are.
Yeah, agreed, agreed.
Yeah, and I know that you've done like some collaborations, with artists in the past on some past music. So, what is it that would attract you to an artist or a producer or a DJ to work with them?
Um, Somebody who's on the same type of energy that I'm on, like I previously stated, just being real. Um, I I really vibe and connect well with people who are honest and unapologetically themselves. I'm not here to like impose anything on anybody. I like to see people who embrace themselves for who they really are, and then run with that and polish that. So as far as artists goes, that's and producers, anybody, even in the business sense, because there's some A&Rs that they wear a nice front, but they hide their true intentions. And I look for genuine people, and those are the kinds of people that I really want to work with. I don't care like where you're from, what you look like, what you do. Your life is your life. Just be real. So that's what I'm looking for. It's just real people.
And I agree. I agree. We definitely need, real people and people that are honest, like people who are not afraid to even give constructive criticism on something as
You
well.
need that. That's like the most important thing. Like, you need that. How else are you gonna get better?
Hmm. For sure. Because as we've known in the clubhouse stage, sometimes you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
there's a lot of yes men in there too. So
yeah. But I mean, like, facilitating somebody's ego doesn't do them any service, and like, you really hindering them. People are afraid to hurt people's feelings, and you know, I mean, there's definitely a good way to deliver information, but I digress. Like, I'm not afraid of constructive criticism. If you see a way that you can make me better, I want to hear it. So I'm looking for people like that, who are open to growing together, and just have their mindset on being excellent and being great, and just trying to make great art that's real and genuine that people can feel.
definitely, that's truly what it's about. I completely agree with that. sure. And then, so I know you got to be excited though about. I know we've kind of talked about the album before. So when do you plan on dropping it, like officially?
No release dates yet. No release dates yet. That right there, that's hush hush. That's hush hush. Hush hush. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but
No,
the
you're
single,
good.
the single though, that flashback, and then maybe another one might be coming out a little bit sooner than y'all think. We just got to get the music video done. We're working on trying to get this music video done by mid-October, if not sooner. And then from there, it's just a matter of going through the DSPs like Apple Music and Spotify, and seeing when we can get that released, marketing, all the nuts and bolts that most people don't even want to be bothered with. So I would say you can expect that single to be hitting you within the next 3 months. That's a good, confident time frame that I could stand on. However, if people would want to tap in with this and just for vibing with me, just because I appreciate y'all can listen to it on SoundCloud. I made it public today. If it's something you like, and then I will have it out on Apple Music and Spotify and all of the DSPs within the next 3 months. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I gotta thank you for that. I gotta let the people know, he released like a exclusive for us on Activated. So that was
Yeah.
dope. Like I had a whole thing planned, but he was like, well, I want to push this. I got an exclusive. I was like, okay, cool, we're gonna do that.
Activated exclusive, definitely. I really wasn't planning on doing that, but I was after we was talking, I was like, I really like her energy, and I was thinking, man, if people are really that invested that they want to come here and listen to me talk, because I ain't shit, I ain't nobody yet. I say yet, but I really want to give people, I want to give people an incentive, and reward people and give them something just to show my gratitude for your time, because you don't owe me nothing. So thank you.
Hey, everybody is somebody. Everybody got a story, especially this independent grind. It is, it's like I said before, blood, sweat, and tears. It is a grind. It's definitely not a game.
Mm, that's for sure. Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of work.
hmm It definitely it's a whole lot of work. So I believe me, I get it. I get it 100%.
Mm,
I respect that. I definitely respect that grind.
thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I know that you got to grind yourself. This thing don't run itself, and I see the way you promoing this and pushing it out. I mean, I was so grateful. I was like, man, she is really putting her best foot forward and trying to really get some eyes on this. So thank you for even having me here. I'm really grateful.
No, you're more than welcome. That's what it's about, promoting my guests, special guests. It's like home, and, we're on YouTube, we're on several Facebook pages, we're on Twitter, we're on Twitch, we're on CertifiedNationEntertainment.com, and, I'm going to put it on the IG. So you're going to be, everywhere.
Hey, let's go.
That's definitely what it's about. That's the premise of this, and the hard work and grind. Hey, I'm enjoying it. So it is what it is. We here, we activated.
Awesome.
Definitely for sure. And what I know you kind of were saying, before about artists being real, but what's some other advice would you give somebody who's just starting out in this industry?
Study the history. Study the history and study the history, because it's all mental, and understanding the history and the philosophy of music will help you not run into a lot of issues that I've seen people hit, and a lot of walls. You just understand expression, and people that you are inspired from. Learn their backstory, learn who are their inspirations, and then learn who those people's inspirations are. Really be connected with the culture, because your mind will just go from here to here, and you're gonna learn so much, and like it's gonna unlock a lot within you. You're gonna feel more connected to the music and feel like you really are like you're not just an outsider stepping into this thing. Like you are a node that was meant to be there, continuing your legacy in it all. Once you learn it all, you're gonna feel like you are supposed to be there. So that's what I would say to somebody: is really study the history, and then after that, work on your craft and be relentless in pursuing excellence in that, and knowing whatever it is that you do inside and out.
Hey, that's wonderful advice, and it seems like also just taking the initiative because you just mentioned about produce the beat, the track of that song. So were you self-taught, or were you taught by someone else, or how did you get into production?
I was pretty much self-taught for production. I mean, I took a little bit of electronic music classes when I was in music school, but like they didn't really teach me nothing about that. I learned that by myself just through trial and error
Got you, and
and
it
some.
just got you. And is there any like a beat in particular, like when it catches your ear, like I got to go for this, or like how do you even think about it?
I'm really real with myself, and when it sucks, and like I don't like try to like protect my ego, and like that's funny. Like there's a thing amongst producers is like you'll make a beat, and then in the morning you'll listen to it, you're like, man, this is trash. Like how did I think this was cool? And I just try to be as real as I can be with myself, so that way when I really hear something that I'm vibing with, I'm like, oh yeah, this is the one. Like, and I can have faith and confidence in that. And as I've done that, it's not led me astray, like when I really got that feeling and I'm like, yo, this is dope. Like my faith is really high in it and I show it to people. 9 times out of 10, it tends to be as dope as I think it is. So yeah, that's really how I go about it. It's just being honest with myself and not taking any shortcuts and really just holding a high standard.
I like that. I like that. And so far within your, all this time of doing music, is there like the greatest high point for you so far?
When I was in music school, I was on tour with a choir, a university choir and orchestra. I was singing at that time in that choir, and we went on tour across the southern states of America and throughout some places in California, and that was really cool. I loved that. That was so fun. I got to hit up parts Southern California, San Diego, and the beach cities. Got to go to Arizona and Stockdale, and got to go to Colorado and then New Mexico. So
Wow.
yeah, that was like a 3-week tour. So that would probably be my highest point. Um, yeah, it was fun. I love that. I'd love to be on tour again. I'm working on trying to make that happen.
Yep. See, took the words out of my mouth. I was just gonna say, that you maybe plan on doing some more touring. There you go.
Definitely, I don't know, without a doubt, that was quite the experience. I love to travel and to do it while making a living, making music. That's a dream to me.
Most definitely. Are there some dream places that you have that you would love to tour?
I'd love to go to Lagos. I'd love to go to like Nigeria. That's definitely one. I'd love to hit up Brazil. I'd love to hit up Germany, Canada. I want to go anywhere that they gonna pay me and I can get my passport stamped up pretty much. I would love to, if the good Lord blesses me before I die, to see just about every country on the planet. There's a couple probably stay away from for good common sense reasons, but
Right.
like I'm here to live life to the fullest and like really run it up. So yeah, like I wanna see everything. I wanna go everywhere. I wanna do everything, and I'm trying to meet everyone. Well, almost everyone. Anybody that's dope. I'll say that. I'm trying to meet everybody. Some people I exist. So.
Right. I can't connect with everybody, though.
Yeah,
I get
connect with
it.
everybody. You got to have them barriers and walls. It's essential.
Definitely. I get that. And then what legacy do you want to leave behind?
I want my legacy to be one of authentic, someone who's unapologetically himself, and somebody who took the utmost care into his craft, and somebody whose art elevated people and genuinely blessed the listeners. That's what I want my art to leave. I want people to have fond memories when they listen to my music, and they maybe they're going through a tough time and that song got them through that, or they were at a party and there's some girl that they were eyeing all night long, and then my song came on and I gave them the confidence to be like, yo, what's up? And next thing you know, it went well. Like I want those kinds of positive memories to be attached to my legacy, and just just want it to be one of somebody who lived life to the fullest and really did his best to make life better for everybody around him, and tried to make the world a better place than he left it.
I love that. That's an amazing legacy for sure. for sure. And, you know, I know you got a lot of people supporting you and, you know, you've been connecting with a lot of people. You know, are there any shout outs that you want to give or any plugs you want to throw out for anybody? You know, you can.
I'll be here all day. First and foremost,
We
shout out to
good.
my mama. I want to say shout out to my mama, Sherry Beeson. You know, without my mom, I obviously wouldn't be here. So shout out to my mom. Shout out to all Black mothers. Y'all are not appreciated enough, and I salute you. Shout out to all Black fathers. Y'all are not appreciated enough, and shout out to my father, Anthony Jackson. And shout out to Sir Isaac. So, man, I'll be here all day, man. I can't even give all the people love. If you know me and we've ever had one interaction, shout out to you because you know I love you. And I don't even have the time to like shout out my sister Cora, my grandma, like, but what am I supposed to do here? You know, I know a lot of people. There's a lot of people I want to show love. I can't even give them the time they deserve.
Hey, you know, but that's a blessing though that you got so many people in your corner that you can shout out. So that's a great thing. They know you're here. They know your heart though.
Yeah, they do. Shout out to y'all, man. I love y'all. Y'all make this possible. So I really appreciate y'all from the bottom of it.
I love that. You know, and I got to say a big shout out to you, you know, for coming on the, you know, Let's Get Activated podcast.
I mean, like, I was gonna jump at that opportunity. It was great. You know, this has been phenomenal. I've really been having a good time, and you know, just blessed. You know, just really blessed, fortunate to be here.
No, definitely. You know, my pleasure. You know, I definitely enjoyed it. You know, as well. You know, and we definitely got to play that flashback again though before we go. So if anybody missed it in the beginning, you know what I'm saying. You know, we got to give it to them at the end too.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Let's run it.
Now, do you want to do like any special announcement or anything before we run it?
Just like I said, it's gonna be on SoundCloud for everybody. On the Let's Get Activated podcast. You know, it's an exclusive for y'all just for tapping in. I'm not really gonna advertise that too much. If y'all want to share the link, go ahead. But yeah, you know, it's just a little song for y'all to turn up to, and then I should be releasing it on DSPs within the next 3 months. So stay tapped in with me. Tap in with me on IG. I'll give you guys updates, and you know, we're gonna keep it pushing and keep it rocking and rolling like that.
Hey, sounds good. You know, again, it was a pleasure, you know, having you here on episode number 86 of Let's Get Activated podcast. You know, shout out to, you know, all the viewers. You know, if you missed the live, you can definitely still catch it afterward on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and CertifiedNationEntertainment.com. So this has definitely been a dope conversation, and we're going to get into that flashback to close it out.
Hey, let's go. Appreciate
it. No problem. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Y'all know what it is. Get your motherfucking ass in that dance floor. Let go.
Bass always coming with the heat.
Let's go.
Bass on snuffle with the beats.
Let's go. Ah. Oh, shake some. Shake some.
Now baby throw that ass back, just like a flashback. Hey shawty thick as fuck, I'm about to smash that. She moving fast, she shaking ass. I'm trying to see if she can do that on a mattress. Now baby throw that ass back, just like a flashback. Hey shawty thick as fuck, I'm about to smash that. She moving fast, she shaking ass. I'm trying to see if she can do that on a mattress. I'm a nasty ass nigga and I'm shameless. Chains and whips, 50 shades of gray shit. Before I give you this dick, I'm finna lick on your clit and have your toes throwing crip or blood gang shit. When I pull out that 9, you're catching rounds. You're gonna ride the dick, place both feet on the ground. Let your city girl out and get ratchet on it. We way too grown for these games, I need some action on it. Role playing turned into a soul slaying. Eyes rolling back, screaming like she going super saiyan. I be digging in that pussy like a gold mine. She got my back looking like I'm back in slave time. Her jaw open, I'm jumping around with the hang time. Bust that pussy open, ask her who's it, is she say mine. Pussy talking to me, but it drooling when it say something. I be going too dumb and she be going too calm. Now baby throw that ass back, just like a flashback. Hey shawty thick as fuck, I'm about to smash that. She moving fast, she shaking ass. I'm trying to see if she can do that on a mattress. Now baby throw that ass back, just like a flashback. Hey shawty thick as fuck, I'm about to smash that. She moving fast, she shaking ass. I'm trying to see if she could do that on a mattress.
Shorty throw it back like a flashback. She just fell in my lap. Might as well make it clap. 22 panoramic views, no cap. Coastline on the west if you looking at the map. Fucking with some niggas in this caliber, you tryna do it big. Shorty got that silencer, she said she do not miss. Told her I'm a challenge to see what she working with. And I ain't tripping off a handicap, cause shorty bringing sis. Ooh, and she nasty. Off the conversation, she'll come off real classy. Baby, I'm a dog, so I eat, don't ask me. We could do the condo or we could do the backseat. Legs in the air like a hurdle, no track meet. Pleasure unbelievable, something like world peace. Fly you out the country, having sex in the pin suite. Smoking on the backwood, we ain't doing no
throw
sweets.
that ass back, just like a flashback. And shawty thick as fuck, I'm about to smash that. She moving fast, she shaking ass. I'm trying to see if she can do that on a mattress. Now baby, throw that ass back, just like a flashback. And shawty thick as fuck, I'm about to smash that. She moving fast, she shaking ass. I'm trying to see if she could do that on a mattress.
I'm a nasty ass nigga and I'm shameless.
Nasty ass nigga.